It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
It's October 30th. Ooh, the day before the big day. The day before the big day. Happy Halloween Eve.
Is that why you're wearing orange?
I look like a giant pumpkin. Actually, it's not. But when I realized, I didn't do that on purpose. But once I realized it, I was like, oh, that works out.
Oh, and I'm wearing brown. We kind of look like fall harvest.
I look like a pumpkin. You look like poop. Well, you don't look like poop. Your shirt is the color of poop.
You could have picked like Hershey candy bar, or you just went.
Let's go with that.
So
it's Halloween pumpkin, Halloween candy. I must eat you.
What's wrong with you? Poo.
You got me right in the eye.
Oh, sorry. Well, think of like Allie. She only has one all the time.
Hi, it's October 30th. It's the Knockem Comedy Radio Show on govsradio.com.
My finger's actually wet from your eyeball.
I have a moist eye. You put your finger in a moist place. It's the Knockem Comedy Radio Show coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club, right here in Levittown. Hi. Whoops. Hello, Joe Stas.
Hey, Joe.
I don't see anybody else's name. Thanks for watching. govsradio.com is the website. Govs Comedy Club Radio is the Facebook page. It's also the YouTube channel. And if you don't want to watch on your computer or your device, and you'd like to watch on your TV, you can download an app called Boxcast on your smart TV, your Apple TV, your Roku, your Fire Stick, any of those things. Download the app called Boxcast, and that's where you can see all of the great govsradio.com shows. All there. All of them. They're all there. govsradio.com. Hope everybody's well today. As our good friends Dr. Ken Pichelle and Dr. Don Sill say, we on TV, y'all! Greg says it's mischief night. That's right. Big mischief, big mayhem, big craziness. Thanks for joining us. Please hit those likes, hit those hearts. Please share our show to any page you can share it to. Please tell everybody you know about the Knockem Comedy Radio Show and about govsradio.com. Joe Stas couldn't watch us yesterday because he was too full from his mother-in-law's cooking. Isn't that every day? All right, while Sally's sharing, I'll do the ads real quick. Roslyn Social. The Knockem Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Roslyn Social, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Their rooftop lounge is open. They're available for takeout, curbside pickup, delivery, and on your favorite food service apps. Their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick, 801-4963, 516. And say hi to Nick, the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge. Please check out their to-go curbside menu. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Wow. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow, through insurance process, to return of your vehicle, we are with you. So please call Two Eagles Auto Body at 516-328-2527, located in New Hyde Park. That's right, 516-328-2527, and ask for John Rossi. Gina Congemi Coffin, licensed real estate broker with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. Gina worked on my house, and she did a super job. Gina Congemi Coffin, licensed real estate broker. She will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast, it'll make your
head spin.
631-495-7696. And, of course, Bella Vista Pizza.
Bella Vista Pizza.
516-433-4464. Located at 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. which is conveniently located right in the center of Long Island, just a mile or two south of the Long Island Expressway. The best pizza, the nicest staff. You will not regret it. That's where you got to go. Or have them delivered to you. Just get there. Bella Vista Pizza, 516-433-4464. Tell them Knockem Dead Comedy sent you, and you will get a free garlic knot. Just like this week, Two Eagles Auto Body had someone call them and say, I heard about you from Knockem Dead Comedy. Mm-hmm. And she was very satisfied with the service she got there.
Very.
Easy does. Well, I didn't mean it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Governor's Comedy Club Radio would like to thank all of you for choosing Gov's Radio to watch during quarantine. And now is a great time to show your favorite station some love by going to teespring.com. Teespring.com, scroll down a little bit until you see the search bar. In the search bar, type in Gov's Radio. That will take you to our page. Hats, t-shirts, face masks, mugs, all sorts of cool stuff with the Gov's Radio logo on it, or the logo of your favorite Gov's Radio show. Go to teespring.com and order yourself some Gov's Radio swag. The money from the swag goes right back into the station, which we are working on improving the studio.
We're going to be pretty close.
We're getting there. The studio, the equipment, bringing you quality content. We're always working on these things. So that's where the money goes. So we appreciate all the support. Buying the swag, sharing the shows, just watching the shows, all of it. It's all support that we appreciate. Take a picture with yourself with your Gov's Radio swag. Send it to us on Facebook, and you'll get yourself a free pass to any of the 3 Governor's Comedy Clubs. 3 clubs, 5 stages. All of them great comedy shows on all those stages. You can get free passes. So go to teespring.com and order some Gov's Radio swag. Go to govs.com to find out what's happening with the club and see their schedule. And go to govsradio.com and see what's happening with us. If you go to the club's website, govs.com, you can get on their mailing list, which gives you exclusive information, such as first knowledge of who's coming to the club. And you can also get some more free passes in the future after you get free passes from us. And go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. That is the comedy troupe run by Eric Shevlin and myself. Audience interactive comedy shows, murder mystery, comedic murder mysteries, game shows, kid shows, even custom comedy shows for your corporate event, your fundraiser, your private party, your restaurant, anything you want to have people at and have a great time. Try knockemdeadcomedy.com. There you go. All right, lots of comments are flowing in as I'm doing this.
Good, because it's Friday. It's Friday.
Kenny Shevlin says, go vote today. Yes, please go vote. Go vote. Well, you have a few days yet to vote, but please vote. And also vote for Best of Long Island, on the Best of Long Island. Some of our shows are up for Best Podcast. Gov's Radio is up for Best Radio Station. Sallie and I are both up for Best Long Island Personality. There's all sorts of cool things. A lot of our friends are up for various things, especially for Best Comedian. Almost all the nominees are friends of ours. So go vote Best of Long Island and go vote for Election Day. Hello, Kirsten. Andrew Plajanos. My daughters laughed at the promo for today's show. Sallie was Sallie. That's right. Thank you for picking up on that.
I actually did too. I was just, doing work on my laptop, and all of a sudden I saw it, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, but they're saying Sallie is Sallie.
I got it.
Oh.
Oh, look, I did my left side. That's difficult. You could easily do both your eyebrows.
What, up like that?
Yeah. Can you do both?
At the same time?
You can. Well, anyone can do both at the same time. You just, get annoyed at what you see and you go, oh.
Johnny McDonald, why pay all that money and waste your time when people can just say it?
Say what?
I don't know.
Oh. Your mommy's watching.
Dennis and Janet are watching. Is that you?
What? No.
Oh. All right.
Maybe it's Gina.
Hello, Vinny.
So it's almost through October, and I can tell you that it's not almost through October because I had this dream, this October dream of no air conditioning in the beginning of October and no heat through the end of October. Kind of like a month of no paying for, extra energy. Did not happen. Yesterday I flipped on the heat.
Flipped on.
I almost made it. And then I'm like, you know what? I think we're all going to get sick. So I just flipped it on. My drain just flushed right down the toilet.
You and your boys are big wimps. You guys are sick like every other day.
Well, not this year, I swear. Like, ever since COVID hit.
Sam was just complaining just a few days ago. I have a cold.
During, like, the fall, he gets, like, I think it's, like, tree mold allergies. Because he has, like, just a little, like, cold, like, it seems like a cold every time this year. I think it's just that. And then it goes away in like a day. Like he doesn't have like, he's not sick for the whole entire week or anything. He just like feels like kind of like allergies. But if we didn't have COVID, yeah, we'd all be having colds right now. We're a sickly family.
Andy Plajanus can do the wave with his eyebrows.
Oh, like what? Like. Yeah, I know. I just don't know how to do it.
Let's try.
I bet you could. Don't forget the middle.
I can't.
Well, do one side, be shocked at someone's stupidity, and then do the other side. Yeah. There you go.
I did it?
Yeah. You went dun dun dun.
You sure?
Yeah. You have to be more shocked at people's stupidity. Yep. Yeah.
Wow. Speaking of Halloween, when I was a kid, I was one of the only kids in school that could put my eyebrows up like this. So we actually taped them like that.
Oh, like Spock?
Yeah. So we actually taped them like that so they would stay that way. And then we just took loose leaf paper and cut out triangles and taped in my ears so my ears would be pointy. And then I just wore a blue shirt and it was all homemade. We just Scotch taped from loose leaf a Star Trek badge. And I wore black pants and I was Spock.
Nice.
It's Halloween tomorrow. What kind of costumes did you wear?
As a kid?
Well, yeah. I just told you about my Spock outfit. That was like first grade.
Yeah, I hate Halloween.
Why do you hate Halloween?
I hate everything about it.
Why?
I hate, first
all
of all...
All the candy?
Okay, so first of all, I was, the youngest of three by a long shot.
Oh, that's why.
So no one gave a shit. I'm surprised. I never even had my own clothes, much less. Oh, hey Sal, let's go and get a Halloween costume. No one give a shit. You just had to find. I would find some old suit jacket of my dad's and get a pillowcase and put it on a broom handle and find an old hat and walk around. I'd be like, oh, I'm a bum.
Okay.
I was like, I'm going to be a hobo again
this
year.
That's what I just explained to you. I made stuff out of loose leaf paper.
I never had the typical outfit. And so
why?
I'm thinking, all right, I just have to get through elementary school. And no one gave a shit in junior high and high school. It's not like today where, 18-year-olds are going trick-or-treating. We were done with it. So I was thinking, this is fantastic. I don't have to think about Halloween anymore. And then you become an adult, and then people are like, oh, we're going to have a Halloween costume party. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then I had to think about it again.
All right, wait. So you hate Halloween because your parents never got you a good costume?
No, because it's just stupid. And I hate, dressing up and thinking about, what costume to get. I don't
God
care.
forbid you dress up and have some fun and do something silly.
I just don't care. I don't care.
And that's why you're a dick.
Yeah, and then, and before I had kids, there was always, stupid little assholes knocking on my door for chocolate. Go get your own fucking chocolate. It just really, it's go get your own food, people. Yeah, it put me over the edge just one year, because, I moved around a lot. And so one year I was, stuck living 2 houses away from the elementary school. So they all, try to hit you at, 2 in the afternoon. I'm like, fuck's sake. Really, no.
No, that's perfect. Because if they come at 9, it's bedtime. What the hell are they doing here?
No, I just shut the blinds and pretend no one's home. And then this one, what do you mean you don't give out candy? So last year he waltzes over with big bags of candy and he's standing in the middle of the street throwing them at children, and every time they pick them up and say thank you, he goes, "See that lady over there? She didn't even want you to have this right now." He's telling all the neighbors on me. He totally outed me.
That's a true story. And one of her neighbors came out and, "Shame on you, Sally."
He did. He's like this guy who, like, you know, he's like, oh, you should. I'm like,
it's fun.
it isn't.
Oh, God forbid you
can't
dress up
wait
and be
till the
silly
day's over.
and talk to people who come to the door. Oh my God. The horror.
Yeah, and then, like, I get this message from White Post. Oh, you can dress up if you want for no.
Oh yeah, you're not complaining about Halloween now. You got a job out of it.
Yeah, I have
You
a
get
job
paid.
out of it, and there's no way I'm dressing up. No way.
Well, I have to say that is one of my favorite Halloween memories. We entertained a Halloween party a few years ago where you had on a sexy outfit.
I
And
had my child's clothes on.
It wasn't your child's clothes.
It was my child's clothes.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It was the Rubik's Cube outfit.
It was your child's costume. It wasn't child's clothes. There's a big difference.
So Kevin went through this, like...
This thing was skin tight on you.
Because he was, like, 12.
And that's why it was great.
Yeah, we were
And
like...
this woman, this good-looking woman at this party was hitting on you all night
she
long.
was.
It's one of my favorite Halloween memories.
So Kevin, when he was like 11, 12, he went through this like Rubik's Cube phase. So he was one of those nerds that like you could give him a Rubik's Cube and literally he can go and put it down.
Yeah, within seconds, yeah.
Yes, absolutely under 30 seconds. He can solve it anytime. He could put it like behind your back and solve it. Like he's amazing. So we got him a Rubik's Cube outfit. He wanted to be that. But for him, it looked like it was like a Superman tight looking Rubik's Cube. And you know.
What was that?
What?
Superman. What do you mean Superman? What?
Like it was tight. So, so Tony said something like, "Oh, we have a murder mystery something or other, and we need you to wear a costume." I'm like, here we go. I'm like, do you think I could get an old guy's jacket and hat and go as a hobo?
You could have.
And that was a no. So I was like, all right, I wonder if I fit in this. So I took my 12-year-old's clothes and put them on, and it was a little skin tight, but I was pre-COVID weight, so I didn't look that bad. I would not wear it today, ever. But it would happen to be one of those months. It was right before Halloween. I was dieting for a couple of like months, and so it looked like good. And yeah, that woman so wanted me.
Constantly. She was hitting on you all night.
I'm trying to work. She's playing with my hair. Like.
Yeah, she was.
I think, and she was taller than me, and she hugged me into her bosom. I know, everyone's taller than me. But like I remember like at one point because she was this, you know, slutty, low, like, you know, oh, jeez.
What'd you do? I missed it.
Showed my cleavage.
Nice.
No, not nice. But she, like, hugged me into, like, her cleavage. Yeah.
And was practically begging you to go into the bathroom with her.
Yeah, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, do you want to go into the bathroom? And, you know, me, I'm like, no, I went before I left. I have like, no ability to flirt. No,
I went before I left, and I used 8 squares of toilet paper, and I had to flush once, and I felt really good after. I felt cleansed.
But thanks for asking. So yeah, I think that might have been I probably got stuck with a couple of Halloween costumes over the years, but
what does that mean? Stuck with
having to wear.
Oh.
Yeah, but you like Halloween. You're like,
of course, it's fun.
Halloween's fun. I can't wait till it's over every year.
For what reason? What inconvenience have you experienced?
People
Answering
are knocking
the door,
at the door.
giving them candy.
I've never had dogs.
That's your fault.
I've never not had dogs. So it's
Lots of people have dogs.
I know, but it's a pain in the neck because, you know, they're like, oh, I think now someone's trying to rob the house. Oh, wait, now someone's trying to rob the house. I'm like, oh my God, stop barking.
Put them in a room.
I know, but then they're mad, and I don't like to do that because they get mad.
They get mad.
Well, they don't like it.
Too bad. They're dogs.
I don't like to do that to them. I don't know. And then the chocolate. It's not like I'm not going to eat all the chocolate. So then just because of this fucking day, I have to, like, diet more.
No.
Yeah.
Come on. Do I have to teach you everything? You give the candy to the trick-or-treaters, and then the next day you get rid of it.
No, I eat my kids' candy. I'm not trustworthy. I can't not eat their candy. I wait till they go to school and I eat their candy. It's just the way, I'm just being honest. Yeah. Yeah. So I hate everything about it.
Unbelievable.
Get your own fucking chocolate.
Come on over, I'll give you candy. Well, that sounded kind of creepy. Come on over, I'll give you candy. Come on, you didn't have any fun trick-or-treating as a kid? Going around trick-or-treating, hanging out with friends?
No, and I don't even like things like my sister Lori.
You don't like your sister Lori?
My sister Lori, if I went with her, one year I went with her. Like, it wasn't like she wanted me to. My mom was just like, take Sallie. So I go with her, and she's got eggs, and she's, like, throwing them at, like, houses and cars, and... Like,
she's a woman of faith.
She was a dick. Lori,
really?
Yeah, Lori is like the nicest person now. Like, if you ever like have anyone in your life who you're like, oh, they'll never change. Lori was a dick. Yeah, she totally was. She was a freaking dick.
So, who was she egging? Cars?
It didn't matter. Like, whoever she could upset, she would, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She was one of those?
Yeah, and I was always like, oh, that's bad form. Oh, that'll hurt their feelings. Like,
I never egged on Halloween.
Yeah, because
I egged a couple of people's houses because I wanted to get
cream, and like my parents knew nothing of this.
I didn't do that either.
So I go out with her and her friends, and I'm like, oh, this isn't kind. Yeah, I'm like, so the whole thing was stressful to me.
When I forget what grade it was elementary school, my mother bought an expensive suit, and I used it for Halloween. What did I dress up as?
Oh, she must have killed you.
I think I was Charlie Chaplin or something.
You probably fell and ripped the knees and stuff.
No. Evan Marchese came up to me, because we were out trick-or-treating, and we kind of just happened to see him.
Yeah.
And Evan Marchese was that kid in school that everybody just beat up at least once. He was that guy that...
I don't know, I'm coughing, I'm not sick.
Never shut his mouth and just always had something stupid to say. But he was my friend, and we're just talking, and out of nowhere, right in mid-conversation, all of a sudden, he pulls it out and just sprays me head to toe.
Oh, you can't get shaving cream off suits.
Right.
He just
totally ruined it.
Immediately.
And the thing with Evan, because he was always getting his ass kicked, this kid could run, man. He was... It was right outside our elementary school.
He had a runaway
He sprayed me head to toe, and he was already on the other side of the school before I even realized what happened.
Uh-huh.
I said, you son of a bitch. And I was so mad, and then, of course, I got in trouble for using that suit.
Yeah. Chris Thomas is watching.
Oh, Chris Thomas wears some sexy Halloween outfits.
Halloween surprised I'm a dick about Halloween.
Halloween is surprised you're a dick about Halloween? Chris Thomas. Sallie, the Grinch that stole Halloween. Yeah. Yeah. We got to... All right, so next year, we have to start dressing up for...
I try to be good about it. It's not like I'm just telling you guys, but it's not like my kids have they feel like I hate Halloween. I mean, I was always good about it, but in my head I'm like, oh, well, this day fucking ever end. I used to sit outside with in neighborhoods that had a lot of kids. You have your friends down the road.
So you can yell at them, get off my lawn!
No, I would sit there in an Adirondack chair and a big cooler of beer and other chairs and be like, come sit down, try to make this night better. I tried to be nice about it.
Come sit down, kid, and have a beer.
Fun about it. No, the parents that are stuck.
The parents are walking the kids. They don't have time to sit and have a beer.
Well, they found time.
You're pathetic. The tape on your face. How much paste did you eat as a child, Tony? Live long and prosper, says Carol Miner. I could do the Vulcan symbol also. As a matter of fact, the last Star Trek movie I saw, I was so amazed I almost William Shatnered myself, says Andrew Fremder. Greg DiFilippo is dressing as Dr. Fedora this year.
Carol Miner's watching.
I know, that's why I just read her comment.
Oh, just shut up. Just shut your face.
Andy Plajanos' 8-year-old is the faceless Grim Reaper. The 6-year-old is like a disco skeleton. See, have fun with the costumes and have fun with the kids. It's a bonding moment. Kirsten says that hobos were a popular costume back then. Yes, I agree, Andrew. Halloween's one of the only holidays you don't spend with your family. I agree. So that makes it better. And next she will be like Melania and say she hates Christmas. Let's see, Jack Scala's watching. Tim, Sallie, and I dress like a hobo every year. I moved a lot. Sallie was one of the pictures in the Runaway Train video. I think next year Well, Halloween's tomorrow, but for our show next year, I'm going to dress up as Tim Saliani for Halloween next year. And you're going to dress up as Benny Rizzuti. I just broke my pen. I just broke the clip.
You were clicking too much. Quit your clicking.
You're going to dress up as Benny Rizzuti. I'm going to dress up as Tim Saliani.
I already dressed up as Benny Rizzuti.
Oh, that's true. You did.
Yeah.
All right, so you will dress up as...
Remember I had to practice being Benny? I got wolves.
Dress up as Rich Rader. Wear your regular clothes and draw a goatee and be evil Sallie. That's great.
Yeah, like evil Spock.
Yeah. You two have a great weekend. Thanks, Captain Jack. You too. I'm guessing the reason she hates Halloween is more deep-rooted and it's because she didn't get to dress up as Slutty Pumpkin.
Nope, no slutty pumpkin.
Well, then tomorrow's the day. Dress up as Slutty Pumpkin tomorrow.
No.
I wonder if a Slutty Pumpkin isn't like a dirty Sanchez. Speaking of Halloween, yes, Carol, that does make me happy when Sallie was dressed as the Rubik's Cube. And that lady, yeah, that was a good day. Now that should be a holiday.
You like that outfit.
There should be
You were fond of that
girl kissing day.
What?
That should be a holiday. Speaking of Halloween,
weird.
witch hunts and whatnot, I wonder if everybody has their Trumpkins for Halloween. Hello, Connie, who's watching. Tony the Devil, says Jack Scala. Andrew Plajanos is going to be Jehovah's Witness for Halloween. Hello, Bella. Hello, Arthur. Hello, Joan. I eat my kids' candy is a felony. That's right.
Oh yeah, and you know what? And sometimes I would be in those moods of, oh my God, it's too much sugar for them, that I would, just fleece it and throw a lot of it away while they were gone.
Kirsten makes her husband take the day off from work because she hates trick or treating. It makes him take the kids. Goodness gracious, what's wrong with you people?
Because there were a few years where like Sam would go out late, and I think, remember a couple of years, people would just be like, yeah, I'm done for the night. And they'd throw everything in.
Yep. Jack Scala says, we had Halloween for 3 days in the 60s on Long Island. We talked about that a long time ago in this show. And when Eric was still here, we talked about that. When I was a kid, we did it for 2 days. And you'd never had that. Eric never heard of that. So Bobby Donahue actually, I think, called in and verified what I said. And yeah, when we were kids in Hicksville, in an area called the A section, there was an A section, it's still there, where all the streets in the neighborhood start with A. And then there's a B section, all the streets,
Like
it's across on the other
side. Did you live on ass?
I always live on ass. And then on the other side of the school was the B section, all the streets started with B. At least in the A section, we had Halloween for 2 days. We would go trick-or-treating on Halloween. We would go out again the next day and trick-or-treat some more. So there you go. That's how you get rid of your candy.
Yeah, I think that would completely put me over the edge. If, like, little fuckers showed up the following day. I don't think I could handle it. I think I'd flip my shit.
So what's your idea of fun? Locking the kids up and just feeding them bread and water?
No one coming to my door is my idea of fun.
No one come to you. What's wrong with you?
Without calling first. I like visitors,
You should see a doctor for your social issues.
Fucking hate it.
Joan Cooper Asher hates Halloween and April Fool's Day. Oh, Chris Thomas.
Yeah, I hate April Fool's Day too.
Chris Thomas wants to take you into her closet where she has all sorts of costumes that she can loan you.
You had to say that, Chris. Now,
and she will undress you and try them all on you.
Hearing about that for 6 weeks. Remember when Chris wanted to take you into her closet and take your clothes off?
I used to tell Brian all the time, man, you got hot sisters. Hello,
do people get
Joseph?
bothered by that? You don't have any sisters. Like if you're a brother and someone says, "Oh, your sister's
Nobody
hot."
ever said to me, "You have a hot brother."
Like if anyone said to me, "Oh, your sister's hot," I'd be like, "Yeah," but like I bet your brothers feel differently.
Brian didn't care when I said that about Chris. He didn't care. Halloween is on Sunday next year. May as well call it Easter. Oh, so you hate Easter too? Because there's candy to be had on Easter.
It's a bit of a pain, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Pain.
It's not my favorite holiday.
Why?
I don't know, the whole eggs thing. And
you have to get eggs and hide them around the house and watch the kids enjoy themselves and then have dinner with your family. It's
Just
terrible.
Go do your homework, eat an apple, and go to sleep early. That's all I require.
We used to hate those houses. She gave me an apple.
I wouldn't give out an apple, but I did.
Oh, we had houses.
When I lived in Hicksville, I lived off of Woodbury Road, in the corner of Woodbury Road and my street. I lived on List Street. The very corner was a dentist, and he lived there too, and him and his family lived there. And they would give out those like little tubes of toothpaste on Halloween.
After a while, we remembered the houses to skip.
Well, and it's funny because, like, it's so even, like, here I am an adult, and didn't that house have a small fire not too long ago? Like, we drove by on,
Yeah.
and all I could think of was, serves him right.
Oh, so
Because he gave out tubes of toothpaste.
Oh, so you're mad you didn't get candy from him?
Yeah.
See that? So now you have karma coming your way.
I'm just mad about everything. Yeah.
Joe Stas shuts his lights off and disconnects his doorbell.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you people?
I don't even have a doorbell. That's how much I hate visitors. Right? I don't have a doorbell.
Yeah.
No, go away and call me and tell me when you want to come over.
Andrew Fremder. Sometimes I think there's nothing in my pants. I must have a Halloweenie. Hello, George, who's watching. Hello, Taz. Taz is saying hi to everybody.
Hey, Taz.
Tony's Brain says Gina can Jimmy Coffin, licensed real estate broker at Signature Premier Property. Headspin. Tony's Brain is a never-ending girl-on-girl porn movie.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, is that a problem?
Yes. Yes.
And then when you're a teenager, you go to fun costume parties with
No,
your
I
friends
didn't.
from high
I
school.
worked and did my homework and watched Love Boat with my parents. And then Fantasy Island was on after that.
Nerd.
I know.
Captain Jack, when he came home from Nam in 1970, Halloween night, full moon, my friends gave me an orange pill, took him to see the Grateful Dead, and he never tripped. I see, now that's something to be mad about. Ken Pichelle, sorry, not Ken Pichelle. Joe Stas is dressing up as himself tomorrow. Carol Minus's B-section, yay! That's right, Carol was there. Everybody say hi. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Hey, John Marchetti, what's up, pal? Speaking of Hicksville. James Strain, too. James Strain. Some old Hicksville friends. Carol Minus says the B section did not have 2 days of Halloween. Well, that's why the A section was better.
No one had 2 days. But
We did, Bobby.
I believe you. I believe you.
All
I'm
right,
just saying
so.
it's bullshit.
It's fun.
It's bullshit.
The A section was great. I had a great childhood growing up in the A section. I loved it. I would not change it for the world. In the Bronx, Joe Stas had a neighbor that used to give him frozen grapes on Halloween.
Oh, why? That's awful. Well, okay, here's the thing. All right, you guys decide this. I think this is totally shitty, and he thinks it's a good thing. One of the first years, I was like, oh, hey, what are you going to give out on Halloween? Are you giving out, Snicker bars? What are you doing? You give out, like, coins. Who wants coins?
There was a time I was doing coins.
Why?
They're money. It's money. They're happy.
No one wants that.
No, that's not true.
You're on Long Island, you're a kid, you don't care about coins. You have a trust fund. No one wants your nickels. It's
That's not
ridiculous.
true. No, that's not true. They take the money and they would get probably $1 worth of coins. No, they're happy about that. They
No
go
one's
buy
happy
themselves
about it.
something.
Instead, I understand like if you're going to give them like a Snickers bar and then you're going to give them like a quarter because they put in that little, do they still walk around with that little UNICEF box? Remember that? We used to have, I got that from church. Where'd you get it from?
I don't remember.
Yeah. So, if you're going to put, donate to charity, I get it. But like if all you're doing is getting like a nickel, I'd be like,
I didn't give them a single nickel. I would grab a handful of change and throw it in. They got at least $1 out of me. They're happy.
no one said thank you.
Sure they did. They're
Did they
happy
come
with
back
money.
the next year, or like the next year you only had 3 people show up?
No, I didn't keep track. Well, I mean, my friends' kids would always show up, sure. I did that for a few years. I went back to candy. Chris Thomas says Brian was a major cock blocker. Not with me. Well, it's not like I asked him, Brian, do you mind if I grab your sister? The foil wrap pennies were the actual worst. No, they were good. I mean, pulling up that foil
Yeah, that's a pain.
was a pain. Yeah, but the chocolate pennies were good.
You like that chocolate?
I did. I haven't had them since I was a kid. Are they still around?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm changing the topic just for a second because Andrew
All right.
Fremder sent us something. If you have a dog, do not order flea and tick medicine from Amazon. My wife and I just got a message saying that it is not the real stuff, so the company who put it up there is now being pursued. Buyer beware.
Thank you.
What? Andrew Fremder. Speaking of eggs and Halloween, the equinox is upon us. Try to balance an egg.
That's a good idea. Check out what Andy Plagianis' mom used to do.
Struggled with her weight for her whole life. She used to give out comic books on Halloween.
Yeah, every year I say to myself, I'm not going to eat all the candy. And I eat all the candy. So, yeah, that's a good idea.
My next door neighbor, Mr. Meyer, on April Lane.
I had a Mr. Meyer across the street. Like, you know, like right across the street from my house? That was the Meyer's house. Lois
Wow.
Meyer and Tommy and Timmy.
No, this was Fred Meyer.
Wow.
Fred Meyer, he used to answer the door. We'd say, trick or treat. He'd go, okay, what's the trick?
Fuck's sake.
And we'd stand there, we'd be like, what? What's the trick? And we'd be like, oh, and that was it.
Yeah, kick you in the balls. That's a trick.
So he would actually answer the door just to basically say, I'm not giving you anything. And I loved Mr. Myers. My next door neighbor, he was a great guy, but he pissed me off on Halloween.
Dick. Gina said no kid wants money. Sorry, Tony.
I didn't have a problem. My friends and I, when we got money as kids, we just went to the store the next day and bought candy. More candy. Comic books is a good idea.
Yeah. But they're expensive now.
True.
Yeah.
So
they're
just
not
give
like
them each a
quarter
page.
anymore. Yeah. Just shut the lights off and tell them to get off your lawn.
Right. Now Gina understands why you two didn't know each other even though you graduated in the same class in Hicksville. Because you
Why?
were a nerd sitting home watching TV with your
Oh.
folks while Gina was out
Yeah.
getting naked.
Being all slutty.
Yeah.
Gina the slut bag.
John Marchetti, too. He says he didn't have 2 days of Halloween in Hicksville. John, you didn't grow up in the A section like I did. Us A section Dutch laners.
I was a total nerd. Like, Tuesday night was choir rehearsal. Like, I was such a nerd.
Was?
Yeah. Thursday night was Bible study.
There's no was in that sentence.
I was at Bible study when I found out that John Lennon died.
Because you're a nerd.
Mm.
Greg DiFilippo, he had a neighbor that gave out dime bags of weed on Halloween. I don't believe that, Greg DiFilippo. Who had 2 days of Halloween, says John. Yeah, we did in the A section in Hicksville.
I can understand if it's like Friday, like if Halloween's Saturday, like Friday after school, trying to trick or treat on your way home. But
Yeah, we did that sometimes.
I'd be like,
Joe
Get away from
Stas
me.
says, coins, oh hell no, that would just add more weight on me. Well, you don't eat the coins, Joe. Greg DiFilippo would change his costume 10 times before getting caught. You know, I think we did that once. I think we did that once where we went trick or treating, went home, changed our costumes, and went out again. I
Really?
think we did do that.
I wouldn't, never even thought of that.
A section and B section kids always would meet up at Levittown Hall at the end of the night for a shaving cream fight. It was great. Now that I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember that. Nothing like a handful of change on Halloween to leave your hand smelling like a rusty penny or a smelly fart.
Okay.
Taz is leaving right by. Oh, Bobby Inzerillo. Kids show up at Tony's house with church collection baskets. Bobby has his Keith Hernandez mask on every day of the year. Bobby's a good guy. Whoa. It's almost like Meyer is a common name. The comic book store by me used to sell packs of cheap, crappy comics around Halloween. Oh, all right. So then that's no. I don't want crappy comic books that suck on Halloween.
You don't be picking on Plagianis' mommy.
There was a house on Miller Road in Hicksville that used to give out the giant candy bars. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't live that far away from Miller Road.
Come on, Greg. Oh, so now he's saying he's not going to name the person that sold the weed on Halloween. Or sold the weed, just gave it out. We all know the person.
Gina said she'll get 800 kids tomorrow. No, I actually, like I said, when I lived near that elementary school, I would get, the first time I moved there, they warned me. The neighborhood warned me ahead of time. They're like, if we'll have stuff for you if you run out, but we really encourage you to go to Costco and get like a few bags because it's crazy. And they were like, prepping me. They're like, don't be taking a handful and throwing it in the thing. Don't let them grab in and grab their own. One piece, or you'll go through so much.
The best other houses just leave the bag out there with a note. Help yourself to one bag or one piece.
I would take one piece.
Just empty the damn bag.
I would never do that.
Bobby still has a Halloween candy buried in his mustache from 1980. Hello, John. Nice. Thanks for watching. Andy Plagano says, wow, I'm actually in the parking lot I was in when I found out that John Lennon was shot.
Oh, well. So what do you got? You know what I didn't talk about the other day?
Hello, Magdalena. Sorry to interrupt you. I was just saying.
It's okay. So we're driving out of here, and we get to my house, and Tony is like, "Oh, where's my phone?" So we're like, "Oh, well, he went to this one deli that was like up the road." So I'm like, "Oh, you probably just like left it there." So I actually have one of those like apps that find my phone stuff. So I saw it right at the deli. So I was like, oh, your phone's there. So he drives back there. They don't have it. They look everywhere. Everyone's looking in the parking lot, inside the place. They're trying to help. They're like, well, maybe someone kicked it and it's under. They were like looking everywhere in the place. So, but it was cool because I still had the app. So I'm walking along like this, and I'm trying to find. I'm like walking away from his head, walking towards his head.
Walking towards my head.
Walking towards your head. And actually, so I go into this pizza place, and I'm like, anyone find a phone? They're like, yeah, someone just like brought it in. So if I didn't have this app, you would have never found the phone.
And I never lose my phone. That might have been the first time I ever lost my phone.
Yeah, it's such an awful feeling. Well, I got the app for like, everyone I know because when Cindy
everyone
first,
you know.
Yeah, well, anyone who's like close to me who wants to find their phone. Cindy, when she first moved here, she bought a new phone, and I don't know, it was like 1 or 2 months after she got it, she like left it at some like restaurant near Jones Beach, like one of those outdoor restaurants, and it was gone. So I'm like, all right, I need to, when you get a new phone, let's keep track of this. So yeah, so it was the first time that it actually paid off. Costco is great when I want a 10-gallon jar of peanut butter or pickles. I got big jars of pickles.
Greg gives the kids old newspapers. We should do that. We should mess with the kids. Like print out silly pictures or something.
You don't want to be like Fred.
Print out memes. Well, no, but then give them the candy. Print out a funny meme. Say, here you go.
My Mr. Myers had those courier pigeons. The pigeons that,
Courier pigeons?
Yeah.
You're from Long Island.
Fred, our neighbor had those courier pigeons. They were so curious.
What's a courier pigeon?
I don't know.
You're from Long Island.
All right. Courier?
Courier.
Courier. Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee. I'm going to cough.
You're going to talk.
I'm going to talk and drink my coffee
and
while
do the
I
wash.
Cough. Dog.
Take out the dog.
Dog.
Put the dog in the room with the coffee while you go talk to the kids who want their candy.
Dog.
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 Here, let's switch phones.
Good thing.
Why?
I have no idea.
Oh, because I keep notes.
Ah.
Colin and Scarlett Johansson got married.
Who? What? Oh, the guy from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Oh, they got married?
Yeah, I'm happy for her. I was reading like a little bit about them. She's been married twice already.
This is her third?
Yeah.
Wow.
She was married to Ryan Reynolds for a few years, and then she was married to some business guy for a few years, and then she hosted on Saturday Night Live I don't know, several years ago, and that's how they met. But they started dating, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was cool. They're both from New York.
All right.
Yeah.
This year, since I have an excessive amount of toilet paper, I will be handing out 1 sheet of toilet paper to every kid.
I know. In like March, that would have been amazing. Mom, I came home with 17 sheets of toilet paper. But I like Scarlett Johansson. I love her in like all the Black Widow stuff. I wanna.
Yeah, those are good movies.
Yeah.
Although that Black Widow movie is.
Is it out yet?
No, I think it keeps getting pushed back.
Okay, it was supposed to come out last May, like on May, in May 1st, and then it got pushed.
I was thinking about getting fortune cookies to give out on Halloween. My wife refused to let me. That would be funny.
Yeah. And all of fortune's sake, stay off my lawn. That'd be funny. I would love that.
So I guess then birthday parties, we can't have birthday parties. Can't have kids over my house and eating sweets. Can't have that.
I don't mind the sweets. It's people just knocking on your door all fucking day.
Oh no.
That's what I hate. I don't care about the sweets. I don't mind birthday parties. I'll get like the Carvel ice cream cake.
Yeah, but you have kids coming over your house for a birthday party.
But within like a 15-minute time frame, not 12 hours.
It's your favorite thing to sit at home.
I have to get up and keep answering the stupid door. It's stressful.
It's stressful.
It is.
Somebody's at the door. What do I do? You open it. What? Wait a minute, now the phone is ringing.
Why? I try so hard not to open it. Why would I open it? Well, the stress meaning that like you just sit down at the couch and all of a sudden it rings again. You're like, are you kidding
Yeah, it
me?
happens just like that. You just sit down and it, because when you just sat down from giving kids candy, you didn't see the next group coming. So as soon as you went and sat back down again,
You're standing there like an idiot with a stupid bowl.
Yeah, you're standing there waiting a whole 30 seconds for them to walk up. That's terrible.
So annoying.
Or you could do like I did and just meet them outside while you talk to the neighbors.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I know, you like stood in the middle of the street forever.
Talking to our neighbors.
I know.
You have nice neighbors. They're nice people.
They are.
One's a cop. The other guy, I don't know what he is, but he's a nice guy. You got a new neighbor on the other side. He seems like a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really nice neighbors.
Perfect time to get to know them. Standing up.
I do know them. I just don't have to like...
Oh, yeah? What do you know about the new next door neighbor? What's his name?
Roger.
What does he do for a living?
Lawyer.
Oh.
Netflix is raising their prices.
To what?
Well, it actually won't be bad for me because I cut the cord not too long ago, so all I have is Netflix and Amazon. And so I was like, oh crap, is it really going to go up? But the basic plan won't go up. It's still just $9, but the premium and stuff are going to go up. It's
What?
It's like 15 and now it's going to go up, I don't know, a couple of bucks.
Wow.
It's a lot of money a month. Yeah.
Well, speaking of which...
And what do you think the difference is between basic Netflix and premium Netflix?
The channels.
No. You get the same channels. The only difference is that you could use multiple screens.
Oh. See, with well, who has Disney Plus?
I think it's Netflix. No. No. Disney...
That's Amazon?
Hulu?
Oh, it's Hulu.
I think. Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't have Disney Plus.
Because, in fact, Andrew Fremder just mentioned it. The Mandalorian starts tonight. Or today, actually. Or is it tonight? I'm not sure.
Baby Yoda. How many seasons were there? 2?
No, this is 2.
This is the second? Okay.
Yeah, there was only 1 season so far. And it was great, and I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see it. I'm installing a candy chute so I can send candy to the kids safely, says Chris Thomas.
I bet she is. I could see her doing that. Like getting, I don't know, a rope and just, sending it out to the road in a bucket.
You should do that. So you could just sit in your bedroom on the second floor. You just hook up a big slide. So when they knock, just reach out the window, put the candy on the slide. That way you don't have to get up or talk to anybody.
No, I'm not even getting candy. Lights off. And in fact, I was saying that to like Cindy today. She's like, "Well, what are you doing for Halloween?" I'm like, "Well, thank goodness I'm working." So, no, and then no, and then so Cindy was just like, "Does Tony know? Because you should probably tell him. He'll probably go get candy." I'm like,
Tony went last year and got candy on his own at your house and gave it out to the kids, which he'll be doing again this year.
it just encourages them to come back the next year.
Oh, no! Just what you want. Kevin, who's still in high school, see that kid over there, Kevin? His mom's a dick. Don't talk to him. His mom's a dick.
Shit.
Sure he does. He
No,
wants his
he
candy.
Doesn't.
He wants candy.
He just wants his own candy.
Right.
He doesn't even care that anyone else has it. Right? He doesn't care.
Yeah, but if kids are calling his mom a dick in school, he'll care. I'm delivering candy by T-shirt gun. Oh, that's a good idea. Netflix should come out with an adult-only channel called Net Tits.
Who said that? Is it Fremder?
Fremder said that. That's a great idea. Net Tits.
I think it's cool that you could say a joke and I know which one said it.
Net fucks. Tony is like my husband. He talks to everyone, and I do not, just like Sallie. See? You see? You see what she said there?
It's not that I don't talk.
Her husband talks to everyone, and then she's saying, and I do not, just like Sallie. She's saying she doesn't like you.
No.
Yes.
No, that's not what she said.
That's exactly what she meant.
No.
Yes.
No.
See, if you talk to your neighbors more, people would like you.
I do talk to my neighbors. I have great conversations with my neighbors. I just don't like people like knocking on my door because it's stressful with the dogs. I'm serious. It's a big pain in the neck.
Gina, who has 2 dogs.
I like to keep the house really nice and calm, and I've got calm dogs when no one.
Oh, yeah, okay. How many times were they barking this morning?
Well, because there were squirrels in the backyard.
And
maybe a rabbit.
there's squirrels in your backyard every day. Halloween is just one day, as Gina says. She has 2 dogs, Gina, and she says, suck it up and give out candy. It's one day.
No, I hate
This is why Kirsten doesn't like you.
the idea of it.
Kirsten doesn't like you because you're
Kirsten loves
antisocial.
No, I'm not antisocial. I'm just not very social.
Nice.
What?
You're not very social as you were like showing off your boobies in front of the screen just now. What was that? You were like,
What?
you were like,
Sorry, Sally. Suck it up and give candy out.
thanks for watching Net Tits.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Go watch it back and see it.
Did I?
Yeah, it's like a great shot of the cleavage.
It is not.
It was.
Oh my god.
So yeah, The Mandalorian comes out today.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
What, did you do it again?
No, it's a little low.
I think they were talking about it on Graz last night, but I haven't seen it yet. Is this new Borat movie is it bad? Is it good?
I don't like Borat movies.
Well, this is only the second one.
I don't like Borat.
You didn't like Borat?
I don't like Borat movie.
You didn't think the first one was funny?
I feel like I didn't really see it, just parts of it. He seems stupid. Is it good?
I thought it was funny.
Really? He just acts like he's like from Iran or something?
Well, a country like that, yeah, where he's just unfamiliar with American culture.
Is it good?
I thought the first one was funny. It was definitely one of those where after a while I was like, all right, I've had enough. But it's been many years now, several years now, and now he's got a new one out, so I don't know.
All right.
My dogs love Halloween. Hello, Jeff Bosey. Greg DiFilippo's dogs love Halloween.
I love you too, Kirsten.
But unfortunately, I have to lock them up because they think the trick-or-treaters are a treat for them. There you go.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I know.
Kirsten
it's
loves
stressful.
Sallie. Now we're getting somewhere. Joe Stas's mother-in-law bought tons of candy, and she's feeding it all to me, says Joe. And my job is giving candy out today, so that makes up for all the cooking she did for me. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Joe? No. No, Joe, it doesn't.
Andy Plajanos tries not to get to know his neighbors. The more I know about them, the more likely I am to find something I hate about them, as he lives in the same town he grew up in, pretty much.
No, I'm good
Jeff
neighbors. I
Bosey.
like my neighbors. What?
He says call it net clits. Speaking of squirrels, I never understood why they always have trouble crossing the road. They seem very indecisive and always in a hurry.
Yeah.
True. You've given a lot of screen grabs today, Tony. Yes, I have. Netflix is more my speed. I saw it on my jailbroken Fire Stick, bro. It was okay. I think it was Eric last night commenting on Graz's show, said it sucked. But yeah, The Mandalorian comes out today. This Borat movie's out. And then I just saw this morning, just saw it shortly before we went on the air, Michael Jackson's daughter is putting out music.
Paris
Jackson. She's putting out some music. I didn't know she was a singer. I didn't know she played anything, but
Is she a singer?
Well, yeah,
You think the voice was good?
Wasn't the worst I've ever heard, but it wasn't like I wasn't like, oh my god, that voice is
like
amazing.
Me singing, but it wasn't like
It was not
it
that
wasn't.
bad at all.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But it wasn't like, oh wow, where has this voice been?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like, oh my god, did you hear that? It wasn't. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't. It was kind of forgettable.
It was a boring song.
Yeah. And it was nothing like. It was more. Like it was like there's another video that she put out of her playing an acoustic guitar and singing. Like so, I didn't know she played an instrument, and the song was very
Boring.
acoustic guitarish. Like it wasn't a dance pop tune like her father would play.
Okay.
That surprised me too. But I'm curious. I'm curious to see what she does now. See
Yeah.
if she inherited any of that musical genius. Some kids, inherit. Julian Lennon had some good music for a while.
Sure.
He kind of tailed off after a while. Paul McCartney's son music sucks.
George Harrison. I don't know if he sings.
Danny's good. Yeah, no, he sings. Danny puts out some good music. Alexa Ray Joel, her
Ringo
music.
Starr's
Ringo's
son is a great
drummer. Billy Joel's daughter. Bob Marley has some talented kids. Eddie Van Halen's son is an excellent musician. I don't know. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see what comes out of that.
Sure.
And do you remember a long time ago we had those guys in here with us that were putting together a Harry Chapin documentary?
Yeah. A
That-
lady, right?
What?
It was a lady in here talking about it, right? I'm trying to think of the guy.
No, it was two guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't his daughter in here?
His daughter was on. Harry Chapin's daughter called on the phone one day.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Was
Jane?
one of the guys a little, feminine at all?
Nope.
Did he wear a dress?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even sure who you're thinking
Me neither.
of. Well, anyway, that movie is available today for streaming.
Okay.
Harry Chapin Do Something, I believe is the name of the movie. So that came out today. I thought that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
We had those guys in here. And now the movie's available. And then December. You see the trailer for this thing in December with Bryan Cranston? I think it's a series.
Why? What?
It looks good. It's
the
called
Breaking Bad guy.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston. Yeah.
I'm just helping out people that might not know that.
Everybody knows what Bryan Cranston
Maybe
is.
someone doesn't. So maybe someone hasn't seen Breaking Bad 17 times.
Craig DiFilippo. Paris Jackson did a remake of Sweet Child of Mine and is calling it Pedophile Father of Mine. That's good. Jack's movie just came out last week, On the Rocks, with Bill Murray and Sofia Coppola. Oh, Jack worked on that movie? That movie looks good. I want to check that out. Apparently Paul McCartney...
Well, wasn't Bill Murray and Sofia Coppola, didn't they do the something...
Lost in Translation.
Yeah, with Scarlett. I loved that movie. A lot of people didn't like that movie, and I thought that movie was fantastic.
No, that movie, a lot of people liked the movie. That was a big hit, that movie.
Really? A lot of people thought that it didn't go anywhere and was boring, and I thought it was... I really thought she was fantastic. I saw her... Did you see the Horse Whisperer? She was young. She was like a teenager.
I did not see that.
With Robert Redford.
Mm-hmm.
He was the Horse Whisperer, and she was a girl who she was a girl who lost her leg. You should see that movie. It's good.
Did you fall in love with her?
Nope. Just men. Yeah, she's a great actress.
But the show Your Honor with Bryan Cranston looks really good. I think it's a series. It looks really good. I believe he's a judge. I believe that's what he is. He's a judge, or he's some kind of Law Authority. Yes, the guy from Knockem in the Middle. He's some kind of authority, and his son gets in some kind of trouble.
Oh boy.
And Cranston is trying to bury it.
Oh boy.
And craziness ensues.
Well, where is it on? Is it on like Netflix?
It's one of those, yeah, Netflix or Amazon or Netflix or one of those.
I think I like Netflix more because the movie, typically a movie you want to see will be for free. I feel like Amazon will have a lot of movies, but I feel like half the time I'm paying, $5 for a movie that, they're charging.
Yes, Jack worked on this new Bill Murray movie down in Mexico. When we went to see Elio a few years ago in England and worked with Elio on that charity thing at St. Andrew, that golf thing in Scotland,
Mm-hmm.
and Andy Garcia felt your boobies. I think it was the next year, maybe 2 years later, Bill Murray was at that event.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Elio got to meet him, yeah. Imagine that, man. That would have been... Bill Murray is like one of the giants for me, man.
Who ran it? Who was the Huey Lewis?
Well, Huey Lewis was...
Does
him and
Huey
Elio
Lewis
ran
go-
the band.
Yeah, does
Yeah, the
Huey Lewis
entertainment.
still do it every single year, even though he has the ear thing?
He has done it since the ear thing, but I don't think he's
Okay.
done it every year.
And he just doesn't sing? He just runs it?
Right.
Okay.
But I don't think he's been going every year now. Like, I don't think he was there last year.
Like, who runs it then? Just Elio? Because Elio,
I guess, yeah.
Elio has his hands full with the whole band. Like,
Yeah.
I would imagine someone else would take the place for the charity.
So Your Honor with Bryan Cranston looks like a really good movie. And then to get serious for a minute, in the comedy world, if you guys are familiar with Bob Nelson, who we've talked about we used to talk about quite often because he's one of Eric's favorites, and one of mine too. I saw the first time I ever saw him was in the '80s at West Bay Music Fair. I saw him opening for Rodney. What a great show! Bob Nelson and Rodney Dangerfield, great show. Bob Nelson's just one of the all-time comedic greats. I've seen it all over Facebook. A lot of the comedians are posting Bob has some kind of cancer, and forgive me, I forgot to write down what kind it is, but not that it matters, because he's a great guy. I had the pleasure of talking to him once, shortly before we started working in here, because he was doing something in here. Oh, he was doing an improv class here or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we talked about him a lot on here because he was doing some podcast, some religious podcast at the same time we were on. So if you remember, we turned it on a couple of times and watched it a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, but yeah, Eric's a huge fan of Bob Nelson's comedy. I think he's fantastic, and from what I hear, he's a great guy. So we'd just like to wish Bob Nelson all the best, and hope he's okay. Hope he gets through this. Speaking of fake news, I get the real news from Huey Lewis. We have to get a rim shot recording in here every time Andrew Fremder comments. That should be like the notification whenever Andrew comments. You just hear a...
Ba-dum-bum.
Tony, you should have told me when he was working with Bill you could have come to set. Didn't we discuss that? I think there was a time you were going to get us on the set and then last minute had to cancel. Yeah, there was. Me and Zach were going to come, and I think you weren't going to come because it was like late at night or like 2 a.m. or something. But Gina is showing off her Hicksville education. You should have, you should have told me when he was working with Bill, you could have come to set. Good thing you're not an English teacher, Gina. Just stick to selling those houses. Gotta love...
She's probably driving along in the car, using her voice thing.
That's
to
the
write.
story we're going to get as she's giving me the finger right now.
It's probably true.
Gotta love first grade. I get to watch It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown for the rest of the day and eat candy. Happy Halloween. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. You too, Greg.
You too, Greg.
And that's a good Halloween right there. To sit back and watch The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I love all the Charlie Brown specials. So that's not a bad day. Eating candy, watching the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I'm happy with that. We still have not gone over the phone company celebrity sightings. So maybe we'll do that on Monday. Maybe. Or we'll talk about our weekend. If you like a safe alternative to trick-or-treating this weekend, head on over to White Post Farms, where Sally's making kettle corn. So you know it's safe and it'd be good to eat. So if you're local, if you're here on Long Island, or if you're going to be on Long Island this weekend, head on over to White Post Farms in Melville and enjoy the entertainment, enjoy the great food, enjoy Sallie. Farmer Willie is done for the year. What?
No, I just thought that was funny. Enjoy Sallie.
Oh. Yeah, I stopped there. So head on over there and
Yeah, it'll be fun.
enjoy your holiday. They're open Saturday and Sunday.
It won't rain as opposed to the last couple of days. It's been pouring here. We're sick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. It was the night shot. Yes, I know. That's why I said it. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, to meet Bill Murray, man, that would be something. He's one of my favorites, all-time favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's a phenomenal actor and just a funny man. So yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy your Halloween. Hope it's a safe one. Hope you have a good time. Today is Friday, so we have what do we have on Fridays? Domestic disturbance.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
Domestic disturbance tonight at 9:30. What's on tomorrow? Nothing tomorrow.
No.
Let's Eat Long Island on Sunday at 11, and then Sally and I are back.
Tim.
Tim Saliani Sunday night at 8. Shut Up Stupid. Looking forward to that one. I lost all my money in the stock market, Charlie Brown, says Jeff Bosey. Jeff, are you hanging out with Andrew Fremder? Have a great weekend, says Joe Stas. You too. Happy Halloween, says Andy Pajanos. You too. All right, enjoy Domestic Disturbance tonight. Enjoy Felix and Saliani on Sunday. Sally and I will be back here Monday at 11 a.m. Have a great weekend.